just threw it there, didn't you?
Yes, thank you, darling. I brought it
Thank
to
you. It suits. I want to be evil.
Wow.
Oh, I love the way. I wish I could do that. Do you have to? Kind of. It's a sophisticated gargle, that, isn't it? Yeah. You're always perceived as a wicked female, aren't you? You've always encouraged that image. I mean, you like that image.
I don't really think I really thought of it. I think that when I started to sing songs like that, it was RCA who pushed those particular kind of songs out on the public, so that's how I...
Because you're not a wicked woman.
No, I'm not, but who's going to believe me?
Nobody.
Okay, I want you to take this time and I want you to really think about who Eartha Kitt really is. Let me know in the comments, do you think of her as an evil woman or a wicked woman? And she said RCA pushed that thought due to the songs that she was singing. So please let me know the songs that you think she's speaking of, because I think I need to go back and listen to those songs again because I'm not understanding.
You find that, is that why you think perhaps you're an extrovert, that you're looking for attention, you're looking for affection?
But Mr. Wogan, you know something? I'm not an extrovert. I can tease as Eartha Kitt, but as Eartha May, forget it. I'm hiding under behind the bushes, behind the chairs, behind everything I could possibly find to hide behind. Because I never have been with that kind of security within Eartha May that makes me feel that she will ever be accepted. I don't think Eartha, in myself, in my subconscious. And when I'm writing the book, when I was writing the book, I realized that more and more. And that's why maybe sometimes I am going around looking like the urchin that I really know I am inside of myself.
Now, take this time and think about what you just said. He asked her about being an extrovert, and she revealed that she's not an extrovert, that she's really an introvert. And then she said, as Eartha May Keith, she is herself, which means you have the right to change who you are. I mean, you don't have to necessarily be an introvert your entire life. Let me explain better. Okay. Me personally, I'm an extrovert. I think the world revolves around me. That's my mindset, or at least that's what I was told. My wife, on the other hand, she's an introvert. And when I take a step back and I look at how introverts move, completely different from me. Completely different. Let me know in the comments, are you an introvert or extrovert? And can you give me some details why?
And not wearing any makeup and not caring about what I look like. That little ugly duckling was always told she's an ugly duckling. Nobody wants you. And she's trying so hard to find somebody that says, Eartha May, it's all right. You want it too.
Ugly duckling? Come on now. Ain't no way in hell you looking at that woman on that screen and thinking of her as an ugly duckling. I could be wrong, but trust me, I'm not.
But nobody's done that yet. Maybe I have not given them a chance to do so, I don't know. But she keeps hoping.
But you must, people must have shown you affection and love in your life. Is it that you can't accept it?
The public and my daughter, yes. The public.
Never,
If
never,
it wasn't
never
for
a man?
the public, a man has always wanted to lay me down, but he never wanted to pick me up. And the men that did have real love and affection for me were the ones that never touched me.
You know, this clip right here, I dropped as a short on my channel. And many people assume when a woman wants to be picked up, it costs money. And I had to explain that when you pick a woman up, it's more about, listening to her and encouraging her, being there for her, giving her a shoulder to cry on. Let me know in the comments, have you ever had someone to pick you up?
It was Orson Welles, Ruby Rosa. And there were a couple of real love, strong love that men have had for me. Two of them, John Barry Ryan III and Othello Jr. But then the mothers step in. And I think very often the mothers, particularly with boys who come from extremely wealthy families and they are the only son, they would rather them marry trash than marry someone of color, no matter how wonderful that person of color may be.
I have a huge following on Facebook, and I've often spoken with them. And I promise you, the most conversations that I've had with these women has always been the men's mother that they've dated, you know, the mother-in-law or, you know, along those lines. Let me know in the comments, have you ever been in a situation like that? And fellas, be honest. Do you think you have a mother like that? Because I know for a fact my mother's a little crazy. I know she is.
You've been a tremendous survivor in the face of things that most people would not have survived. Where do you find happiness?
I have to find
What
it
gives you
within
pleasure?
myself. And the wonderful feeling that you have when you're standing on that stage and that audience gives you that applause and says, Eartha, it's okay. You're still here and we're glad that you're still here. And when I see the young people, particularly today when everybody knows I'm past 50, whatever the number may be, does not seem to matter to them. When I see the people my age who have grown up with me in this business, they're in the audience and they've brought their children and their children's children. Believe me, that makes me feel that I really am a worthwhile person. But then it's something else when I go back to the dressing room, because when I take off the makeup and I'm not Eartha Kitt anymore, we say, okay, now,
You're Eartha
yeah,
May.
I'm Eartha May again. It becomes a testing ground. And I know that. No matter how hard you try not to, it's still there. I'm not afraid of it. And I'm very glad that I can have the feelings from that urchin. And I'm very glad that I have never tried to cover her up. I'm very glad that she's still a part of me. And I'm very glad that she will always be a part of me, because she helps me do what she knows I have to do out there on that stage, because there is where my survival is, with that public. And with those who know me well enough to realize that Eartha May, or Kitty, whomever they want to call me, she's okay.
Out of the many, 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 many performances that Eartha Kitt has given, when you think of her or when you look at her, what is the one performance that pops into your head? I know many of you are going to say when she portrayed Catwoman. Some's going to say Santa Baby, and we know when she was singing it. And I know some would say some of the best movies that you liked her, but being in. Me personally, yeah, it is definitely Catwoman. She was my very first crush. Lord have mercy. But I can go on and on about that. In the comments, please let me know your thoughts about this video. Share this video with anyone that you deem necessary, please. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.